alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. And last year, they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round one.
And, Greg, the first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Pacers, Freak in at point guard. Turner is out there with Luke Mbamute. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ellis in at the shooting guard position. And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the three-pointer by Freak, and Young kicks to Neal. Lopez a screen, and Jack, here we go. Can't hit, and Indiana will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
For Brooklyn.
No good on that one.
Brooke Lopez. At the line for two.
So he comes up empty, missing both. On offense, here are the Pacers. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. They grabbed their own miss, and that one's good. Ellis.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
It's blocked. They retain possession. Count that one. And here's Freak. He has 6. On the wing, George. Here's Freak. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Now Jack. The dish now to Lopez. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jump shot. Neal's got his first points of the night.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And it's Freak missing. Nets trail by 6. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. And, of course, he said a big key for them will be trying to minimize Monte Ellis's impact offensively. He added, he's one of the best in the league at blowing by his defender and finishing at the rim. We've got to force him left, and then at the other end, make sure we go at him defensively and see that he expends some energy there as well. Kevin, defense not Ellis's strong suit seems like a smart plan.
Thanks, Doris.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Here's Bogdanovich. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. George dishes to Freak. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And Jack kicks to Neal. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. Pacers leading by 7. Pass to Freak from deep. The shot's good on the assist by George. That's 12 points for Freak.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And that one's good.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Number 1, the Pacers.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. Coles comes in for Jarrett Jack. In Indiana with the change here, too. Mahimi's checked in for Mba'amute. Freak with it. He's got 15. They set the pick.
The ball. Stick it too much.
From deep. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Smith checked in for Brooklyn. Hickson comes in for Thaddeus Young. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Ellis.
Yeah, looking here at some numbers for Smith. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 5 points a game last year, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
You know, his willingness to bang down low, move opponents off the block, those are valuable contributions.
And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Now here's Freak. 18 points for him. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And here's Freak. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Freak's got 21 in the game.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 23 points for Freak.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
The tray, and the Pacers another three. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Pacers?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Freak's got 29 in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
To the middle. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Williams, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And the Pacers also making a change. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Freak. Nets trail by 13. And so in the game for the Pacers. Freak, he's in at point guard. Luke Mba'amute out there with Turner. Then it's Ellis, and it's Miles in at the three, the small forward. That drops.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Count that one. And Mba'amute has got his first basket.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
That's a wall.
They get it back. Neal. Good work defensively by Turner.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons was a big factor. He picked up 10 points, and he was a mainstay at the free throw line, getting a fair amount of his points off of fouls. If his play in the first game of the season is any indicator to the kind of year he's going to have, all you can say is look out, league. Guys?
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Here's Neal. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Remains Brooklyn ball.
Inside, lets it go from 11. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Lopez has got it back down to single digits for the Nets. Here's Freak, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And let's look at some numbers for Jack. Good season for him last year. First in free throw shooting, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, fantastic at the free throw line last year. That's a tremendous asset for any team.
Now here's Freak. He has 31. Good on the shot.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
Down low, Turner with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And stolen by Freak. All alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
Here's Indiana. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Freak, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish. The goal.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. That's tipped. Neal passes to Jack. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Freak, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Picked away. Here's Jack, out left of the wing. There's Neal with the 3. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Lawson kicks to Freak. No good from outside.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
There's the screen. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Freak's got 44.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quickly.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
From deep three-point range, and the Pacers another 3.
Yet another 3 for him, Kevin. He's really been draining them here in the second.
They double him with Freak. Jack dishes to Lopez. To the middle. Here's Young. uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 6 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Freak. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Kept alive, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And a new group in. And the first half is now in the books. Pacers lead by 15. And now we'll see.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for a chance to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Kevin, back to you.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Jared Jack is out there with Gary Neal. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5. Nets trail by 15. Jack passes to Young. To the middle. And it's sent back by George.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. They set the screen. Now, Freak. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Freak's got 50 points.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And Neal kicks to Jack. It's blocked.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Freak with it. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. Freak's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Indiana. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And it's George finishing it off.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
Good. George has got 8.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And the Pacers another 3.
Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up some
Go
pace.
quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
They get the rebound.
That's a wall.
And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Pacers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the percent from the field.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Now here's Freak. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And Jack, here we go. And he lays it straight in. Jack's got his second basket. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. That one's good. Freak.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And stolen by Freak. From deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Jack, here we go. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And here's Freak, non-stop scoring machine here.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Jack dishes to Lopez from the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
From deep three-point range, and it's Freak missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Trains the three-pointer. Freak's got 18 points just in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Freak. From deep three-point range, that falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Monte Ellis.
You look at what Neal has done so far. He's got 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
It's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Lopez. Hickson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Norris Cole in for Jarrett Jack. The Pacers also changing it up. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for Mbamute. And it's Hill in for Monte Ellis. 6 to shoot. Freak passes to Hill. And Indiana, another 3.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it. Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Net shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. They double in with Freak, and the foul called on Freak. Lopez, he's checked in for the Nets. Young comes in for J.J. Hickson. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Christie, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. Robinson comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ty Lawson. And Freak subbed in for George Hill. On the court for Indiana. Freak, he's in at the point. Robinson is out there with Christie. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Stuckey in at the 2-guard. And a wide open look for Freak. And the Pacers another 3.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Cole kicks to Lopez. They double him with Freak. To stop the run, he takes it up and lays it in. Cole's got 6 in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Launches a three, and another three from Freak.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Here's Cole. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Passes it to Christie. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. Now, Freak. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Young's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. The Pacers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%.
Move the ball and stick it to Mike.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. Lopez with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Freak. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Cole. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Freak with it.
2 minutes to go in the game.
1:57 left here in the fourth quarter.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
There's the triple, and that one's good.
Settle down now.
Freak's
Settle
got
down.
13 points in just this quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Young with no one around. Hits the jumper in space.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now here's Freak. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Indiana.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Looking at the game for Lopez, 10 points and 1 steal as well. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Young. And it's Mayo in for Cole. Indiana also making some changes. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Lawson in for Glenn Robinson III. Smith drawn the double team. It's tipped. And here's Freak. Deep. Off the mark. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good. At what they or don't even know how to do. So
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at the Pacers, a win tonight would make it 3 victories in their first 4 games of the season. That would be a nice little run to start the year. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me. So you got to have great teammates, great organizations. You know, they allow you to focus on what you do and what you do best, as long as family and friends and all that. And Ernie, I remember when you interviewed me when I was 18 years old.
I remember that. Now, I had just started at Turner, went to San Antonio, and did a feature on Big Shaq.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was.
Yeah.
I haven't changed at all, have I?
No, you still look beautiful.
I had more hair.
Good genes or good docs?
He's got good doctors.
Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
The crowd has assembled in Indianapolis, Indiana, looking for a Pacers win today. And we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. Last game for the Pacers, they pick up the W against the Bulls in Chicago. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building. And there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Now the starting group for Orlando. The backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Mercer in at the 3 spot. Now here's Freak.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
6 on the shot clock, and a wide open look here for Ellis. Offline with his 3. Here are the Magic now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard, probably their weakest area in that game.
Well, they weren't doing their work early. They weren't carving out space for themselves under the glass, and guys just weren't working hard enough in my estimation.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. There's the bucket. Good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Payton drives in. A wide open look here for Oladipo. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Freak. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. From deep. The shot will not go.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed out.
And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Oladipo, good.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Freak. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Oladipo, good.
There's a chance he could.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. From deep three-point range, no good. Good D by Payton. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Mercer. No good on the triple. Indiana's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And a wide-open look for Freak. That falls. Nice speed that time from Jordan. Payton drives in. He feeds it to Vucevic. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Freak, covered by Payton. Here's Freak. Vucevic with the block, and they get it back. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Here's Mercer out to the right wing. Vucevic dishes to Oladipo. Goes up on the wing. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Perfect. Four for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Freak kicks to Turner, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Turner's got his first bucket in this one.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Number 1.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Mahinmi's checked in for Indiana. Orlando also making some changes. Evan Fournier comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Smith subbed in for Payton. Here's Fournier. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. At the top of the key, Gordon. Smith drives in from 16 feet away. He cans it.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now here's Freak. 5 points in the game from deep three-point range. But they recover it. From deep. No good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Fournier passes to Mercer. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Freak. Turner with a screen on Smith. Here's Freak. And the 3 off target.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me.
That's good.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Here's Ellis. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic, Ellis dishes to Freak. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. 8 points for Freak.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's Fournier, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. All right, a chance to check out the stats for Ellis. How he did last season. And at about 9 points per, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Turner. And George Hills subbed in for Monte Ellis. Here's Arthur, following the basket by Freak. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Pass to Freak. 1:07 left to play here in the first. Can't get it to go.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Pass to Azania. He kicks it to Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. The shot's good from Fournier.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And George kicks to Freak. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Freak, he's in at the point. Luke Mbamute out there with Turner. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ellis, and at the 2 spot. That's the Pacers' 5.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He ended with 41 points and was just a menace defensively and came away with a bunch of steals. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And that's 13 points for Freak.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
There's the pass to Mercer. Orlando moving the ball around. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Outside, George. They get the rebound. Mbamute. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now it's only a 5-point Magic lead. And stolen by Freak. Now the Pacers moving it up from past the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
He dishes it to Oladipo. Turner against Vucevic. Payton outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Vucevic. Shoots from 12. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Vucevic has got 8.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Orlando leading by 7. Payton outside. Oladipo outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Peyton passes to Gordon. Up loose off the pick and hammers it home.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Pass to Freak. From deep three-point range, good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists now in this one.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And now, let's hear it for your Ace Base.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Vucevic. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
Now here's Freak. 16 points for him.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Ellis. Now here's Freak, covered by Peyton. The shot from 20 feet away. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Ellis. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. Hill comes in for Monte Ellis. The feed to Fournier. Fires the 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
It's been a strong game for Freak. He's got 16 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, you know, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for George.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Fournier. Soft touch off the glass. Fournier's got 8 here in the quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low. And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
And here are the Pacers now. The Magic getting the bucket. Now, Freak. 20 points for him. Clock at 6. Back to Stuckey. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
That was the 3rd straight high-percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Lasagna. The shot is off.
What is up, King Team? I am King Jacob, and you might be wondering if you watch this, be like, what the hell are you doing? Well, this is a VC glitch. What you do, you put on Hall of Fame, and the higher, the higher grade, the more VC you get. So I had like a B plus, I think, a B or B minus or B plus, I think. And yeah, just look at my minutes. Oh, I thought I almost messed up. My thumb's getting a little tired. But yeah, look at the game stats. If you just look at the box score, I actually played 665 minutes. Paul George played. These guys are just, me and Mute are just playing our butts out. Like Paul George has actually played the most minutes. He only has 7 points. And then you got Rodney Stuckey. These guys only played 1 minute. So yeah, keep this going. I want to at least make it to 1,000. So yeah, guys, it's a little VC glitch you guys can do. Like if you say you feel like an easy good 20 to 30 minutes, you can get an easy like 30,000 VC. You know, anything that could something that could really help you. You know, with your VC. You know. Guys, we're almost at 900 minutes. I'm surprised the game wouldn't crash by now. But yeah, if we get an easy, I'm gonna laugh if we get an easy like 60,000, cause then after that I'm just gonna like, you know, max out my athlete. I'm actually really worked out on my athlete right now. When I was like looking through the teams, I was just seeing who has who. I was surprised how I was on the Lakers. Cause Kobe's retired and gone. Get to 1,200. Surprised that game hasn't crashed yet. Dude, look at my minutes though. So yeah, I am King Team. I'm not done yet. Don't misplay to my career, of course. So yeah, as we took a dub, an L. But yeah. But look at these minutes. Who played the most minutes right here? PG beats me. Oh, look at our numbers. If you just flip mine, I'd be tied with him, but I get more points than him a game. Dab it up, yeah, dab it up, cause dab it's all you got for life, yeah, yeah. Dab, dab for life, bruh, bruh, bruh. Dab for life, bruh, bruh. Dab for life, dab for life. Dab for life, dab for life. I'm gonna get pissed if we only get 1,000. Okay, before I open up my main screen, I want to at least see like 5,000, 10,000, you know, to me DVC. As you guys can see, those, the NBA Player of the Month, NBA Player of the Week, you know, the MVP award, the 3-point All-Star contest, and then the NBA trophy, and then the MVP Finals award. Yeah. Get ready to see more of those. Cause I want to win at least like 6. I want to at least win as much trophies as I can before pretty much Jacob Roth has to retire in this. The most I've gotten on my Xbox Live is freaking what, 6. I was actually able to get, do not think I'm lying, I was able to actually get 12, because I was playing on Rookie and shit. I was like seeing how much I could get. I almost got 13, but no team would sign me because I was like 40 years old, and my stats were like, my rating was a 90, but it dropped down to like a 79, so no team would sign me, so I'd retire, and so I was like really old, yeah. And then I ended up finishing with 12 POC. I guess they patched it. Good for them, they patched it. Good for fucking them. I'm done with 2K now. No, let's put it on. 6 minutes. And it's like at league leaders. I'm still league leader actually. I thought my minutes were up to like 1,000 Pasela. What? Yeah, can I upgrade that? Wait, did I do that? Did I do the Jordan CEO? Yep, I did. Fuck. I might get fucking mad, okay. We're at Philadelphia, so we're gonna just wear these, and they're gonna wear their...
It's the 2K Sports
but they
pregame
didn't patch
show.
the glitch. I would have got like.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. And seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. For the 76ers, they come into this game after a loss to the Magic in Orlando. That game went to overtime where they dropped a close one. A tough break, looking to get back on track tonight. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, contact. Tyreek Evans, that's his whole game.
Wow. I thought you weren't going to. How'd you come up that quickly with those guys?
Because I'm trying to give you time to talk, baby.
Man, so I'm going to slow it down. I would say, man, league MVPs, obviously, Durant and LeBron. You know, those guys, with their mobility and height. You know, LeBron James is like a bullet train, so it's almost impossible to stop him. So I'll end it there, man. But that was quick. Russell Who'd you say? Russell? Who'd you say?
Russell Westbrook, Monte Ellis, James Harden, and Tyreek Evans.
Wow.
Right.
It's impressive.
Quite the list. Thanks for joining us.
How did he act like he knew the question we were asking?
Go courtside with.
I am King Jacob. I'm out.